Hello, lovely people. New adventure unlocked. I'm headed to the next game. My mama's here. We're going to Aqua Zumba. I am getting out of my comfort zone. I am trying fencing today. I'm just there for the vibes. I know nothing about baseball. I'm there for the vibes. Hello, lovely people. Hope you all are having a great Tuesday. I'm going to continue answering the questions that some people sent in my DMs that I didn't realize was in my DMs because I had to hit accept. So last week I answered a question about being pregnant and anxious. I'm going to answer some of these questions. I have about like 6 of them. I'm going to try and do it like every Tuesday as a Paging Dr. Pam series. Okay, so this person sent me a DM. Again, it was sent like a month ago. So sorry. But I'm answering them. And I did respond to the person to say, hey, I responded and I responded publicly. But of course, I'm going to leave their information out of it. So this person said, I feel really lonely ever since, well, she said ever since I had my daughter. She is 9 months. My friends don't have kids. They go out and don't invite me. And when I ask why, they say, we thought you couldn't go. I'm questioning our friendship. That's all she wrote. Whew. So I will say this. There was no question, but I'm assuming she's asking how she should. Well, she said she's questioning their friendship. And I'm assuming the question is how to handle it because that's where it ended. So this is what I'm going to say. Does having a baby or having kids, can it change friendships? Yes, it has a potential to change friendships. And I think I have an old video about friendships and motherhood in one of my old YouTube videos. So I will find it and I will repost it. So the one thing that I say, well, you need to get new friends. No, you don't. I'm just joking. I'm sorry. I'm just joking. I really feel bad that you feel lonely because sometimes motherhood can be a very lonely experience if you don't have people around you that do not have children. But it doesn't have to be. I think, and I have sometimes talked to people about, like, if you have a friend that has a child and you don't have a child, still invite them to places and let that be their decision whether they want to go or not. Do not make a decision for the mom because who knows, she may need to go out and let her hair down. Now, there is a grief process that comes in postpartum because you're still in postpartum. And part of your grief process is knowing that things are different. You don't always have time to go hang out. You don't have time to always do the things that your friends that don't have kids are doing. Your friends, when they have their turn, they're going to come back. They're going to circle, because I've done that before. I've been the friend that didn't have kids and didn't always understand certain things. And I've had to circle back to some of my friends and be like, girl, I'm so sorry. I just did not know. So try to exercise some grace for your friends because they don't realize it. Until you are a mother, until you have kids, they don't really understand your life, right? But I do think that you need to say something, right? Not just, hey, why y'all didn't invite me? But perhaps if it's a group of friends, sit down with 1 or 2 of them, right? Whoever you feel comfortable and vulnerable with and safe with to say, look, I know you all don't have kids and I know you all don't understand, but I'm feeling very lonely and I need my friends. And tell them what you need from them. Now, out of my friends, I think my 2 main friends, I was the last one to have kids. So like I said, there's certain things that I did not understand, right? But I have also been the friend that when I had my child, I had some single friends where I had to say like, hey girl, like I may not be able to go to the club anymore, but I still will like, and your life might have to change a little bit, but hey, meet me at the playground with my kid, or let's have a picnic, or, you know, a really good friend is going to want to adjust for you. Now, but you cannot expect them to adjust their life for you. If I'm used to going to brunches and going to the clubs and the bars, I may not want to meet you at the playground, right? With your kid. That might be boring to me as a single girl trying to live my best life. So this is where I'm really going to encourage you to try to find some mom friends. And that in itself, I know can be difficult. How do you find mom friends? Well, you have a 9-month-old. And let me say this. Let me go back. Yes, you are still in postpartum. You will not start to feel like yourself. The key word is start to feel like yourself until after a year of postpartum, right? So you're still going through a lot of emotions and things like that, right? So you are hyper aware and hypersensitive to everything. So I would say start with the library. That is the easiest way. If you have a local library, a lot of times the libraries do have a lot of things for infants. They may have mommy and me programs, infant stuff. So try the library. If not the library, there are tons of Facebook mom groups. There are tons of, check your local, wherever you live. I don't know where you live, but like I joined 2 mom groups and I have found that to be very, very helpful for me. Just connecting with other moms that are going through similar experiences. It doesn't mean that you just discount your old friends. I don't know how long you have been friends for, but now you are in a different position that they're not in, right? So it doesn't mean that you guys cannot be friends, but perhaps add more friends to your circle. Now, if you are an introvert, if you're shy, it can be a little bit difficult. But I am encouraging you to try to put yourself out there because the postpartum experience can be a lonely one, especially if you see on social media, your friends are going out, they're having fun. That can make you feel away, right? So you're going to go through your grief process, and the grief process is like the life that you once knew. Again, it doesn't mean it goes away completely, but right now you're just in a survival season, right? So find mom friends, right? Join a mom group or go to library, even meetup.com, there are mom groups there, anybody can start at meetup.com, but have a conversation with your friends because it sounds like you're really hurt that they're not really including you in things, and tell them, look, if you guys have an outing or you guys have a brunch or meetup or something, just invite me, right? I may not always go, and don't get mad if I may not always go, but at least give me the option to say yes or no. But for y'all to just go out and don't include me and say, oh, we thought you were busy or we thought you couldn't go, that's not fair. So you do need to be vocal. And when you're having a conversation with your friends, do not come aggressively or offensively. Be vulnerable and use I statements. I feel hurt because you guys have been hanging out without me. I feel lonely because I feel like I'm in a season where I really need my friends. Tell your friends what you need from them. But if you approach them with, you all always hang out, you guys don't invite me, I'm mad at y'all are terrible friends, you're going to get defensiveness back. Okay? So be mindful of how you are approaching your friends. It's all in the approach. So, I wish you the best of luck. This motherhood journey does not have to be a lonely experience. It's what you make of it. Life is different, and that is also an acceptance part of grief, that you are not there yet. Most mothers go through that, but try to align and connect with other mothers. I think is going to make your experience a little bit easier. And instead of relying on your friends that don't get it right now, don't have kids, they may be there one day. And then you'll be there to be like, not like I told you so, but like, hey, I understand because I was once there. So good luck, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.